Hi everyone, today's lab consists of two parts. In the first part, we're gonna practice select by attributes, which helps us for faster search and to solve hard queries. And in the second part, we practice how to make a very advanced map in ArcMap. So downloads lab4_data.zip from vic4 folder in Blackboard. Unzip the zip file in your lab4 folder and then connect to folder and load the shapefile into ArcMap. So here is GIS labs, lab4. Here is the data, contains two parts, and then let's work on the first part number 1. So the data contains age-adjusted incidence rate of cancers in Ohio from 1996 to 2016. And the data were downloaded from Ohio Public Health Information Warehouse. So select the shapefile and add it into ArcMap. So open the attribute table of the shapefile. So we can see that the data includes variety of cancers in Ohio, such as bladder cancer, kidney, leukemia, lung cancer, and a variety of cancers in Ohio. For each county in Ohio, we have age-adjusted incidence rate of cancer and also number of cancer counts, number of the cancers for each county and for each cancer site or cancer type. So in the first step, we're gonna tease out all of the leukemia cancers in Ohio and make a separate shapefile of it. To select records with specific attributes, we used select by attributes. So from selection menu, select by attributes. And here is like field calculator, we can write a query. So we're gonna select cancer type that are leukemia. Okay, here you can write a query. I'm going to say select all cancer types that are leukemia or cancer sites that are leukemia. How can I write the query? It's very similar to field calculator. In this panel you can write your query. So again, as much as you can, do not use keyboard. So here I have to say that cancer site equals to leukemia, right? So double click on cancer site and then equals. Here, instead of writing the word leukemia, you have to click on get unique values. It gives us all of the unique cancer types in this field. Okay, in this field, all of the unique cancer types, bladder, brain, and so forth. And here select leukemia. So notice that I do not use keyboard. And then double click. So we're gonna select all of the cancer sites that are leukemia. Then click on verify. It says that the expression was successfully verified. Click OK, apply, and OK. So if you open the attribute table and then scroll down, you can see that all of the leukemia cancers have been selected. You can also click on show selected records. So cancer site equals to leukemia. So you can easily export this shapefile as a permanent file. Right click, data, export. Or you can just show the selected features temporary, which is from right click, selection, and create layer from selected features, and it creates another layer. You can open attribute table, so it's only based on leukemia. You can answer more sophisticated queries. Let's first clear selected records. For instance, we want to select all counties with bladder cancer rate of less than 20. Okay, so again we have to go to the selection, select by attribute, clear the previous query, and first it's bladder cancer, so cancer site equals to bladder cancer. And also it has another feature, so put everything in parentheses, and the rate, the cancer rate or adjusted rate should be less than 20. So here was adjusted rate. Adjusted rate is less than 20, so you have to type 20. Click on verify, okay, apply, okay. So you can see that some counties in Ohio have been selected. If you open the attribute table of Ohio cancer, you can see that, and then this one, which is shows selected records, you can see that only bladder cancer selected, and all of them have age adjusted less than 20. So it should meet both of the criteria. First, it should be bladder cancer, and age adjusted should be less than 20. So again, you can create another shapefile from this query as a result of this query. So click on clear selected features. Now let's have even more sophisticated queries. For instance, we want to select all counties with breast cancer rate of greater than 60 and less than 65. So again, you have to go to the selection, select by attribute. Here you have to make sure that the layer is Ohio cancer, not Ohio cancer selection, because this one was for leukemia. So Ohio cancer, and here you have to say that only from breast cancer, so cancer site, so you have to clear the previous query. Cancer site should be equals to breast cancer, so put everything in parentheses, and here, and so breast cancer should be greater than 60 and less than 65. So again, open parentheses, and then say that the rate should be greater than 60 and the rate should be less than 65. And now you can close the parentheses. So that's more sophisticated query. Click verify, okay, apply, okay. So if you open the attribute table of Ohio cancer, you can see that first of all is breast cancer, and second of all the rates or adjusted rates is between 60 and 65. So you can see that 26 counties have this criteria, meet this criteria, breast cancer, and the rate is between 60 and 65. So again, click on clear selection. Some queries can be a little bit more complex. For example, we want to select all records or all features or all counties that their cancer type contains the word other. Okay, it can be in the beginning or middle or end of the name, so but it must contain the word other. So the query is called fuzzy query. If you want to search a name in the field, you should use fuzzy query. So again, you have to go to the selection, select by attributes, and here you have to, first of all, you have to clear previous selection. You have to say that the cancer site like, and here you have to use single quotation, and then put percentage. Percentage means it doesn't matter what comes here. Okay, it can be 10 letters, anything, it can be any word. Okay, but it doesn't matter what comes first, but it also should be other in the middle. The word should be other, and also it doesn't matter what comes after other. Okay, so the only thing that is important for us is the word other, and then close the single quotation. So this is a fuzzy query, and then if I click verify and okay, so just make sure that O is uppercase, and then apply. Okay, so that's not okay. Yeah, that's true, because if you open the attribute table and here cancer side, you can see that all of them have the word other in the middle, or other in the beginning, or other at the end. So if you want to search a word in a field, it can be any location, middle, beginning, the end of the word, but it only should contain the word other or any word. So we should use like query, and it's a fuzzy query. That's all for select by attributes. So in the second part of lab 4, we're going to make an advanced map. You are already familiar with map making and map elements such as scale bar, north arrow, legend, title, and so forth. In this section, I'm going to teach you how you can create advanced map such as elements such as latitude and longitude lines, which is called graticule, and also inset map, which is a small additional map on the same page of a main map, and it usually shows a larger area. So if you open up your Google Chrome and then type inset map, you'll see how it looks like. So go to the images, and this one, for example, this one is an inset map, is an small additional map in the same page, on the same page of the main map, and usually shows larger area, sometimes it shows a smaller area. So I'm going to put US in this inset map, and also show the Ohio in the as the main map. Okay, so let's start. So open up your ArcMap and then load before loading the data, so it's better to change the data frame here to name of the data frame to US, and then load the US states. Okay, and also from insert menu, select another data frame with the name of Ohio. Okay, change the name to Ohio, and add data Ohio counties, and also add Ohio interstates. So you can change interstates symbol, this one. For this one you can change it to the same color. Okay, no, that's not good. Fill color gray, and outline color white. One. Okay, it's better. So we're gonna make an inset map. So you have to go to the layout view. So here you can just notice that when it's bold, it means that it's now activated, which means that if I add any data, it will be added to Ohio. If this one is bold, how we can make it bold? Right click and activate. So when this one is bold, when I add the data, it will be added to this part. When this one is bold, when I add anything, it will be added to this part. So you can go to the layout view, and here the first thing that you should do is to make this map horizontal, okay, the orientation of the map to landscape view. How can I do that? From File, Page and Print Setup, then change this to landscape, and here is your map. So I'm gonna put the Ohio here and make a inset map of US. So this one should be US, this one should be Ohio. And then right click, full extent. Right click, full extent. So, and also you can add an extent indicator. So if you go right click on the, select the US, and then right click on the US map properties, go to the extent indicators. So you're gonna say that add this Ohio as an extent indicator, and then click on add. So what happens? Click apply, okay, so it finds the Ohio and creates a boundary around Ohio. And then so if I think it's, you have to reduce the width of this boundary. Again, go to the properties, select Ohio, and then here click on frame and use 1 and then color red. Okay. So this is the inset map that we have, and this is the main map. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is to add graticule, which is latitude and longitude lines. Okay, so if I select the Ohio and then right click and properties, then I have to go to the grids tab, and here I have to click new grid and add which do you want to create. We're gonna create a graticule which divides map by meridian and parallels, okay, like this. Then go to the next. So intervals between the graticule, 1 degree is equals to 110 kilometer. So we're gonna place parallels every 1 degree and meridian every 1 degree. So click next, and finish. So click apply and OK. So you can see that the graticule has been added. So the labels are not very clear, so you can click on right click and then properties, and go to the properties here and increase the size of the labels. 8. So you can see that maybe when we print this it will be better to understand. So you can see that it's between 85 to 81 west and between almost 39 to 42.3 northern latitude. Okay, so now you can add the legend. So insert legend and other stuff that you are familiar with them. So remove the word legend, and also you need to add the legend for US2. So you have to activate US and insert legend for US2. So remove the word legend and then put it here. So what else? So do I need to add a north arrow, scale bar, and also all of the other things? Okay, so you are familiar with the rest of map elements. So that's how you can create a professional map. So it has inset map, it has graticule, and all of the necessary elements, which is ready for publication. Okay, Okay, you can use this map for publication.